In 1953, the CIA launched Project MKUltra, a top-secret program aimed at developing mind control techniques for Cold War espionage. Funded with millions of dollars, its goal was to counter Soviet and Chinese brainwashing methods. The program was approved under CIA Director Allen Dulles with no ethical oversight. Early experiments focused on LSD, hypnosis, and sensory deprivation. This marked the beginning of one of history's most controversial psychological experiments. To avoid scrutiny, the CIA secretly funneled MKUltra funds through fake foundations and academic institutions. Over 80 sub-projects were created, including front organizations like the Society for the Investigation of Human Ecology. Documents reveal $240,000, equivalent to $2.3 million today, was allocated annually. This financial web allowed illegal human testing while bypassing congressional oversight. The money trail was deliberately obscured using unmarked transactions and shell companies. MKUltra targeted vulnerable populations, prisoners, mental patients, and even civilians without consent. At Montreal's Allen Memorial Institute, Dr. Ewan Cameron conducted brutal experiments funded by the CIA. Patients were given LSD, put into drug-induced comas for weeks, and subjected to repetitive audio messages. Declassified files confirmed 7,000-plus test subjects across 86 institutions. Many suffered permanent psychological damage without ever knowing they were part of CIA experiments. MKUltra's most extreme experiments occurred at CIA safe houses, where subjects endured sensory deprivation, sleep deprivation, and electroconvulsive therapy. At a secret facility in West Virginia, prisoners were kept in soundproof chambers for months. Declassified memos described subjects hallucinating and losing grip on reality after 30-plus days of isolation. These techniques were later adapted for interrogations, influencing modern enhanced interrogation methods despite their questionable effectiveness. In 1953, CIA scientist Frank Olson died after falling from a 13th-floor window in New York. Documents later revealed he'd been secretly dosed with LSD days earlier during a MKUltra meeting. Initially ruled a suicide, forensic evidence suggested foul play. Olson's family received $750,000 in 1975 after the government admitted wrongdoing. His death became a rallying point for MKUltra whistleblowers and remains one of the program's most suspicious fatalities. In 1975, the Rockefeller Commission exposed MKUltra after discovering CIA documents. Senator Frank Church's committee revealed the program spent $25 million on human experiments. Shockingly, 80% of records had been destroyed in 1973 by order of CIA Director Richard Helms. Surviving documents showed experiments on children and the development of suicide pills for assassinations. These revelations led to new oversight laws, but failed to hold most perpetrators accountable. When MKUltra was exposed, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered all records destroyed. In January 1973, tons of documents were incinerated at CIA headquarters. Only 20,000 pages survived by accident, stored in an obscure financial records building. These fragments revealed the program's scope: 149 sub-projects across 44 colleges, 15 research facilities, and 12 hospitals. The intentional destruction of evidence made full accountability impossible and fueled conspiracy theories about undisclosed experiments. When partial MKUltra revelations reached the public in 1977, outrage erupted. Newspapers revealed CIA tested LSD on entire towns, including Pont-Saint-Esprit, France in 1951, where hundreds experienced mass hallucinations. The CIA claimed programs ended, but documents show related research continued under new names until 1976. Protests demanded accountability, but most involved officials avoided prosecution. This case became a benchmark for government transparency debates that continue today. MKUltra's legacy persists in pop culture and conspiracy theories. The program inspired books like The Manchurian Candidate and claims about celebrity mind control victims. Declassified documents confirm techniques migrated to military SERE programs and post-9/11 interrogations. Modern neuroscience confirms MKUltra's core premise, that minds can be broken, but its goal of programmable assassins remains science fiction. The case established lasting precedents about government secrecy and biomedical ethics in research. Decades later, MKUltra remains shrouded in mystery. Key questions persist. Did the CIA create functional Manchurian candidates? Why were children targeted in some experiments? What happened to missing subjects? The 20,000 surviving pages represent just 5% of original documents. Historians agree the full truth died with participants and destroyed files. MKUltra endures as a warning about unchecked government power and the dangerous intersection of science and secrecy during the Cold War.